Hello, my dear students, and a very warm welcome to our today's math session. Today, we are going to start with our chapter number 9, that is algebraic expressions and identity. So, let's start. Children, we had the chapter's name as algebraic expressions and identities. Now, the word expression we are familiar with. Expression means what? You are trying to express something, correct? Like when you are happy, you have a bright smile on your face. If you are sad, that depression or that sadness is also expressed on your face. So what is meant by expression? You are portraying your emotions, or you are showing or expressing your feelings. So that is okay, that we know into our daily life. But what exactly are these algebraic expressions? So let's see this. Here we have a series of expressions written. Again, I repeat, I am talking about expressions. Now let's see exactly why these are called as expressions. Here we have x plus 3, we have 2y minus 5, we have 3x square, we have 4xy plus 7. Now this all are an examples of expressions. But why exactly expressions? Let's see this. Children, whenever we sum up or whenever we bring together a variable and a constant. Now, what is meant by a variable? Variable means what? Which shows variation. Now, what is variation? Which shows changes. Okay, the one whose value you don't know. Okay, that keeps on changing. That is called as a variable. And what is a constant? Constants means whose value is known. Like no one will ask you what is the value of 100. Value of 100 is 100. That's why any number or any numerical which you have, that will be termed as a constant. And that only if I ask you what is the value of x, you don't know. You can't express it in terms of numbers. Like whose value is not known, that will be called as a variable. And the one whose value is known, that will be called as the constant. Okay. Now constant can be any number. It can be 1, 1000, 1 billion, anything. Okay. Whose value is defined. That is a constant. That's what the expressions are. What is it? When you are bringing one variable and constant together into one space. That is nothing but a expression. Now here you see x plus 3. X is a variable whose value we don't know, and 3 is a constant. You brought a variable and a constant together. So that will form a expression. Like x plus 3 is going to be a expression. Then we have 2y minus 5. Now children, see here, this y is a variable and 5 is a constant. You got a variable and a constant together. So that is going to be an expression. Then here we have 3x square. 3 is a constant and x is a variable. So again you can say it is going to be a expression. So what are expression, children? Whenever you are bringing a variable and a constant together, that will be termed as a expression. Now, after seeing about the algebraic expressions, the next term which we need to study is terms, factors and coefficient. We need to know that what exactly are these terms, factors and coefficient. Now, here we have taken a series of expressions. Like we have x. Now, you might be having a question. Ma'am, expression means a constant and a variable should come together. But here we are just able to see the variable x. Where is the constant? See, here the coefficient means nothing is there, means the partner of x is 1, which is a constant, correct? So that is what x is also a expression with 1 as constant and variable as x. Then after that we have taken a series of expressions. Now by this we will be seeing what are the various terms, factors and coefficient. Let's start with term. If I take an example, 5xy minus 4. So what exactly is a term? Term are the parts of the expression which are separated by the sign. Okay, here this minus sign is separating 5xy and 4. So 5xy will be one term and the another term is going to be the 4. Okay, so like here if you talk about 2x plus 1 plus sign, it's separating two things. One is 2x, so 2x will be one term and 1 is going to be another term. So what are terms? The terms are nothing but the individual numbers which are coming there, or individual components of the expressions. Like that is nothing but a term. Okay, suppose if I write here 5x plus 9y plus 20z. Suppose if I write it in this manner. So how many terms we are able to see here? 5x will be one term, 9y will be one more term, and 20z will be another term. So wherever there is a sign, the sign is separating the two different terms. So if I ask you how many terms are present here, here we have three terms: 5x, 9y and 20z. So that is nothing but terms. Now after seeing terms, let's see what are factors. Children, here we are able to see the terms like 5xy. 5xy is an individual term. It is a part of an expression. So factors of 5xy will be 5 into x into y. That is, what are the factors of 5xy? It will be 5x and y. So just you have to separate the term whichever you are having. If it is carrying one or more terms, or you can say one or more variables, you have to just separate it. 5 will be one factor, x will be one factor, and y will be another factor. So this is nothing but the factors. Now after seeing the factors, let's come to the part coefficient. Now what are these coefficients? Coefficients are the numbers. Again I repeat, coefficients are the numbers that come along with the variables. Now suppose if I ask you, children, what are the coefficients, or particularly what is the coefficient of 5xy? Now I said coefficient is what? It is a number. So what is the number part in this 5xy? It is 5. So coefficient of 5xy is going to be, coefficient of xy is going to be 5. If I ask you what is the coefficient of x, it is going to be 2. Here in this case, the coefficient of x is going to be 3. So what are coefficients? Those are the numbers, okay, that come along with the variables, that are nothing but the coefficients. Now, after seeing this, let's have a look at what are the monomials, binomials and polynomials. Let's see them one by one. So firstly, let's begin with the monomial. Now what is a monomial? Mono. From the name itself we get mono means single. If you split it into its meaning, mono is nothing but single. If any expression is containing only one term, that will be called as a monomial. And what can be the examples of monomial? Like see, 4x square. Here only one term is there. Okay, 4x square. It can be 3xy. Then minus 7z. 5xy square. 10y minus 9. 82 MNP. So what are this? Here just single term is there. See, x plus y means what? Whenever there is a sign, you are connecting two terms. Here you are not connecting any kind of two terms. Here everyone is existing individually. That is, if just one term is there, that will be termed as a monomial. Then second one is binomial. Bi means two. What is mean by bi? Bi means two. Now see, whenever any expression is going to contain two terms, that will be termed as a binomial. Here we can take, like see, simply a plus b you can take, 4l plus 5m, a plus 4, 5 minus 3xy, okay, z square minus 4y square. Whenever there are two terms, that is a binomial. Then if I ask you what is mean by a trinomial, definitely if three terms are there, that will be termed as a trinomial. Now children, after seeing the definitions, let's make a general statement. Now, what is a polynomial? Any expression which is containing one or more than one. Okay, like it may be a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or even if there are more than three terms, that all expressions will be termed as the polynomials. Okay, like even monomial is going to be a polynomial. What is the definition? It can contain one or more terms. Okay, that is nothing but a polynomial. Then after seeing the polynomials, let's have a look at what are the like terms and unlike terms. Like terms are like whose variable part is same. Up to now, like we were seeing or dealing with the types of polynomials. Now here what will be the concern? We will be dealing with the variable. If the variable part is same between the terms, they will be called as the like terms. And if the variable part is not same, they will be unlike terms. Like see here children, 7x, 14x, minus 13x. Everyone is having the same variable x. So they will be termed as the like terms. Then suppose we are having 7x, 9y, then suppose we are having 20z. If you look into the variable part, they are totally different, x, y and z. So what will this mean? They are unlike terms. Why? Because their variable part is not same. Even here, if we had 7x and 7x square, then too, these two are going to be unlike terms. Why? Because here you need just x, not x square. Okay, so x square and 9x square can be like terms, but definitely 7x and 7x square cannot be the like terms. Here the variable along with its power, it should be exactly same. Then and only then you can say that they are the like terms, or else they will be termed as the unlike terms. Then let's see how exactly we are going to add and subtract the algebraic expression. So let's start this with the help of an example. Now here we are supposed to add like 3 different expressions. So firstly children, what is the first ever step in this? While adding and subtracting, you are going to write, firstly pick one expression. What is the first expression? It is 7xy, keep space, 5yz minus you are having 3zx. Okay, so what you can do ahead, you are supposed to add this with the another expression. What is it? It is 4yz, then plus 9zx, then minus 4y. And then what next do you have? You have minus 3xz plus 5x minus 2xy. These 3 terms are supposed to be added. So what can we do now? Bring the like terms together. Now what are the like terms? Like term means their variable part should be same. Firstly, we will be writing 7xy. Go for searching another term with the variable as xy. Do we have anything? Yes, we have it as minus 2xy. Pick it and bring it close to 7xy. Then after that, we have like 5yz. Bring it close. What is next with yz? Yes, we have it as plus 4yz. Okay, so write it as plus 4yz. Then these two are went off. Then we have minus 3zx. Okay, search for the zx term. We have plus 9zx. Now even this is went off. Then what else are left behind? Minus 4y, and we have plus 5x. Now start adding. So here what you are going to do, they are having the variable part same. So just take 7 minus 2 inside the bracket and xy will be outside. Here yz is same. Write 5 plus 4 and yz will be outside. Then here what you are going to do is minus inside. Then what you can do is 3 inside. Here you have plus. So minus into minus will become plus. So take care that you will write minus over here. Then zx outside and minus 4y plus 5x as it is. Why? Because they don't have the like terms. Now let's solve this. 7 minus 2 is going to be 5 xy plus 5 plus 4 is going to be 9xy. Here, sorry, this will not be 9xy. It will be, yes, it will be 9yz. Now 3 minus 9 is going to be minus 6. Minus into minus will become plus. 6zx minus 4y plus 5x as it is. So in this way, you're going to add it. What you're going to do is you're going to bring the like terms together. In the similar fashion, we are going to do this subtraction. Now from here, by adding, no sequence matters. Okay, you can do it by your own way. But when there is subtraction, you need to take care that from. Means after from, whatever term is coming, that should come first. So what we will be doing? Firstly, we will write this term. So this is what? 7x square minus 4xy plus 8y square plus 5x minus 3y minus, write the first terms. What is it? 5x square minus 4y square plus 6y minus 3. After that, again the same things, but here what we need to do is we need to open the brackets, as like subtraction sign is there, so it may lead to the sign changes while opening the brackets. So let's see, it will become minus 5x square, minus into minus will become plus 4y square, again minus into plus will become minus 6y, minus into minus will become plus 3. Now the next step, as usual, bring the like terms together. So what are the like terms now? 7x square and 5x square. While pricking or while bringing the terms together, take them along with the sign. 7x square minus 5x square. Then you have minus 4xy. And is there any other term with minus xy as a like term? No, leave it. Then we have 8 plus 8y square, and we have plus 4y square. Then we have 5x. Is there any other term? No. So write that 5x as it is. Then we have minus 3y and minus 6y. Write plus 3 as it is. Now simplify it. What it will be? 7 minus 5x square, then minus into 4 minus 8. No, these are not the like terms. So what we are supposed to do is, like, who is not having a like partner, you will keep it as it is. Minus 4xy. Here plus plus it is there. So it will become plus 12y square plus 5x. Here minus into minus plus. 3 plus 6 will be 9y plus 3 as it is. So if we simplify this further, it will be 2x square minus 4xy plus 12y square plus 5x minus 9y plus 3. Simple addition and subtraction has to be done, but the care has to be taken that the operation should be performed with the like terms only. I hope, children, everyone has enjoyed today's session. If there is any query or any difficulty, you can drop it into the comment section and surely we will work on it. If you have loved today's session, don't forget to like, share and subscribe your own YouTube channel, that is Your Rhythm Nexus. Thank you.